Dear viewers, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we wish 2021 brings us all the best and brings all our families the best. And from here, we're here to thank Nile TV International for being our channel, our big family, and of course to thank our small families that we live among and wish them a Merry Christmas. Nile TV, of course, went to the Coptic Museum among the episodes of Nile Cruise, and one of the very important episodes on the occasion of the Christmas was at the Coptic Museum, and we're here today to bring you part of this episode. I was not presenting this episode. My colleague was there, but we are here together, me and Dina, to present this part of the episode. Dina.
Yes, Rana, indeed, Egypt is full on rich of a museum all around the country. But this one is different because it tells many stories about the Coptic history. So let's have a look at this very special museum.
Let's first talk about this magnificent place, and in particular the religious complex which is situated in this area. Of course, it's hosting 3 old religions, very important, with all the artifacts, with all the history, with all the everything, all the detail that is related to those religions, 3 religions. If you like to elaborate on this, and this could be situated in any other country, 3 different religions that are situated inside one complex?
It's a unique thing in this country, and it's not just the buildings. It's actually I like the sentence that he mentioned in his introduction, which is harmony in diversity. This is Egypt, and being there all the time. This is the key, and it's very clear and significant in this area. Not just in the building. I mean, the buildings, the architecture. You find influences from different. You find like Coptic and Islamic influences in a synagogue, or the Coptic glasswork in the mosque, or even if you look here in the Coptic Museum, you find sort of Islamic architecture. It's all there, and this is a country that been the first to have refugees and have the tolerance and accept the others and sort of indulge them in the society. Being there all the time, and that's actually a message to the whole world, facing all these problems with fundamentalism and terrorism in the whole world now, and conflicts of religions, to come and have a look here of how this country received all these religions and lived together and in harmony.
Yes, so this is an amazing message that you're just saying, you know, from this spot, from the old Cairo, and the way you presented that, the way the diversity, the inclusion, the way Egypt has historically, you know, embraced all of the religions and all of the races together here in this area. So how could we, you know, move with this message, or, you know, this beautiful message to the world in a marketing way, that just not only spread the message but also to invite people to see these in real life?
Actually, there were lots of trials and ideas and suggestions, and they have started already, I think, from the time of Pope Shenouda III, trying to revive the trip of the Holy Family and coming here, and people can see how this country received all the different prophets and all different religions, and lived together to come with this cultural component with a clear message that people can live in harmony in their diversities,
Yes.
as you said.
Tell us, how did whoever would cross his mind to come and visit this place, what are the most charming spots that he should start off with? I mean, that relate stories, that deliver messages. As a tour guide, of course, you have a lot to say about this complex.
You can't imagine when tourists come to this area how inspiring, how peaceful the place is, and when the tourist guides that take them around the old synagogue or the oldest mosque in Cairo, or passing by Saint Sergius church, which is a church that has a crypt where the Holy Family stayed for some time, all in one place. People, whatever the religion is, they just get amazed by people worshipping or different religions, and it's all in one place.
Up till now,
how
yes.
amazing is that?
Exactly, yeah.
And how this can be a message to be delivered by these tourists themselves, a word of mouth that can be passed to everyone, that at the end of the day we're all looking for peace,
Yes.
and the message is here. So I hope that there will be more efforts to promote tourism, especially in Egypt generally, and to this area especially.
To explain the history of this area. So we saw examples in European countries where tour guides are the free part, where to support any tourist to come to explain, and the country is sponsoring those tour guides. So whenever a tourist enters this place, it could be a suggestion, has a tour guide in place to support him in the tour, but the government is actually supporting or funding those tour guides to represent the message, like you said, because the experience with a tour guide will be entirely different without.
Of course, the tourist guide is the one that carries the message directly and deals with the tourist directly. We have colleges and institutes all over the country, but being an international trainer, I think we need to change curriculums to suit with the modern techniques, so the tourist guide can pass the message and leave an impression, and get the people to understand the whole message. This is very important, and I think we need the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Tourism should put lots of efforts in training for the guides.
Yes. Interesting. What would be the final thing that you would like to say about the situation of tourism in Egypt today? What would be maybe your hopes, maybe your asks for having a better recovery for this volatile industry?
Well, tourism in the last 5 years been suffering badly, and that's not only because of the situation in Egypt, but as you understand the whole situation in the area. And I think being here, that's a message. That's a message to the world that all these religious and ideological ideas that's dragging people and countries to these conflicts should end, and that people should be living in peace. In these days when we celebrated the birth of Prophet Muhammad this month, and we're celebrating Christmas these days, that's a place where Egypt was blessed in all the holy books, whether the Quran or the Bible, and where prophecies were fulfilled when 600-700 years before the birth of Jesus. Out of Egypt I called my son, and blessed be Egypt, my people. And a message that this country received the Holy Family, and that stayed here for over 3 years,
Yes.
going around the whole country,
Right.
whether through the Sinai and the Western Desert and along the Nile Valley, everywhere. And we are not far from a place where the Holy Family actually stayed,
Yes.
where the Egyptians, you you can't give more than that sentence, my people. Blessed be Egypt, my people. Egypt will be blessed.